Shabbat Shalom, everybody, and you're welcome to the Shabbat of this morning. The message, the uplifting message that I have for us this morning is called the inside story of Pesach. The inside story of Pesach. That's what we are going to discuss about this morning. It's just a little word just to encourage us before we go upstairs and have some delightful time, in between ourselves. But before I start, I have some unusual way to start this morning. Okay, so I want to sing a song. I'm not going to sing it. I'm going to read it. Okay, and this song is called Exodus, right? And this song was written by Bob Marley. I want to understand the lyrics of this song. Many people, they don't look at the lyrics, they only look at the melody. I say, yeah. But if you look at the lyrics and you try to look at it from another perspective, you will see that this man actually is writing something that makes sense. Among us sages, especially those people that, if you follow, if you have an idea about Kabbalah, there is a song of the same man, Bob Marley, that we normally sing in Kabbalah. And that song is called the Song of Redemption. If you look at the lyrics, that lyrics is completely of what is written in the Torah. People don't understand that. It's not only the melody, but listen, try to understand the lyrics and try to see it from another perspective. So this is what we are going to talk. I just want to quickly read some lyrics concerning the song that this guy wrote. Exodus, that's the name of the song. He said, Exodus, movement of Yah people. Exodus is the movement of the people of God. Yah is God, right? Oh yeah. Heaven will tell to let me tell you this. Heaven, meaning God. That's another. When in the Torah, when we use the word heaven, we talk about God. See, God will let me to tell you this. This is what God is telling me to tell you. That's what he's saying. See, God is commanding me to tell you this. And in another word, he said, men and people will fight you down. Men and people will fight you. They will fight you down. Tell me why. Why do they do this? Why do they fight you down? For what reason? When you see the light of Yah, when you see the light of the Holy One, blessed be He. Let me tell you, if you are not wrong, then why? He said, everything is right. Listen again. Men and everybody will fight you. Why? Because of the light of the Holy One, blessed be He. This is exactly what happened in Israel. They will continue to oppress you. They think that you are a fool because you don't want to react, right? Because they want you to react and point finger, right? You see, they call themselves children of God. They call themselves, look at the way you behave like a lamb, like what the prophet Yeshayahu said. Yeshayahu Hanavi, he said that he was led like a sheep to the slaughter, and he opened not his mouth. He's not a fool, but he said, let it be so the way it is written. They can command the heaven and scatter them. The way it is written, let it be so. That is what exactly the Messiah did. He said, I'll keep and let it be so, just as God has commanded. Let us do it like that. Everybody will say everything is right, everything is good. But nothing is right, nothing is good. Because you cannot tell me that everything is right, everything is fantastic, everything is hunky-dory, when you are telling us to destroy the family value. When you are there tearing down the creation of God. When you are there saying that, what this Torah is saying is garbage. We have another Torah, the Torah of the other side, telling us that we are fine, even though I'm a transsexual. No problem, everything is good. Even though in Germany, I can transsexual every year. To this year, I'm a man. Next year, I change to a woman. And the other year, I say, I'm tired of being a woman. I want to be a man again. Where is the sense? Where are we going? Where are we going? When a man can say, I'm a woman, and everybody shout, yeah, then there is a madness somewhere. That something is wrong here. Right? That is what I'm trying to to tell us nothing is right, but they tell you everything what is right. There's something wrong somewhere. He said, he continued, we the generation, tell me why. This generation, what is going on in our generations? Remember the generation of old, the Torah said, right? You think that you are smart. Remember history. History is never wrong. Remember Sodom and Gomorrah, how did they end? But they tell you, don't teach them history. Blind their mind. Remove history from them. Tell them, show them video games. Let them sit down and become obese and die. There are people that play video games. I was reading a news. Somebody was playing video game for like 40-something hours and he died with the video game. Because he didn't eat, his life was in the video game in China. Play video game, just sit down there and the guy died. Left. So what are we doing? That is the kind of entertainment they want to blindfold the people with. No history, don't read the Torah, because the Torah tell you the history of you, the history of yourself. No, remove it. We don't need that. Just sit down, play game, and it's good. He said, Exodus, all right, movement of Jah people, movement of the people of the Holy One, blessed be He. He said, oh yeah, and he said in verse 2 of it, yeah, where? He said, oh, open your eyes and look within. Because people will open our eyes and we only see this one. But the eternal eyes is blind. We don't see. You see, Yeshua said, look at them, right? They can see the tiny straw in their brother's face. But the big log in their own eyes, they don't see. They are blind to it. You see them in uniform with big hat. Everybody, I'm going to Shabbat. I'm going to the synagogue, right? No, it's good. But look in, look within, look at what is going on in their midst. It stinks. That is the idea. No, you don't look at only the little straw in your brother's eye and you complain. But the big log in your own, oh, it's fantastic, it's good, everything is fine. No problem. Leave my own, but your own, I can complain. Right? So, he said, are you satisfied with the life that you are living? Am I satisfied with the life I'm living now? It's a question. If you say you're satisfied, good. If you say you're not satisfied, then look for a better one. Improve. It is your choice. It's a question. You decide. You see? We know where we are going. Because why? Why did you know where you are going? Because you know where you're coming from. A man who does not know where he's coming from does not know where he's going, because he has no idea about his beginning. And that is why I come back again to what? To history. If you don't know your history, how do you know where you came from? And how do you know where you are going? Destroy the Torah, remove the Torah, a man is an animal. Take Torah out of a man is an animal, pure and simple. There is no more humanity. There is no more morale, because they tell you, hey, no morality is guys, no, do whatever you want to do. You know? Even though a dog has a morale, right? Because a dog will follow a dog. No? A goat will follow a goat. No? A cow will not say, I'm no more she cow, I want to be a bull. A cow doesn't do that, no? But how much more a human being say, no, I want to change. Have you ever seen, maybe I'm the one who is outdated. Have anybody seen a bull becoming a cow? Oh, okay, hallelujah. Then that means that I'm saying, right? Because I've never seen a bull becoming a cow. Right? A cow is a cow, a bull is a bull. That is it. There is no sense, sexism in bull, in their work, right? Everybody maintain their God-given ordained position. As God has created them, they maintain it. Why do we think that we are smarter than them? I was telling us yesterday at the Shabbat, our Savior said, do you know that mosquito is obedient to God than a human being? I scratched my head. I said that. A mosquito obey God than a human being. I said, okay, how does a mosquito obey God? Then I said, do you know that mosquito do exactly what God created him to do, and his job is to disturb you, and he's obeying it. He makes in your ear, you bite you, that's his job. human being to serve God, the living God, and to show the beauty of God in the land of the living. But what do? We said no, we disobey God. But mosquito obey God, while we disobey God. So who is better between a mosquito and a man? That is the idea, because we think, because we have this civilization, we have this intelligence that may make us smarter than mosquito. No, mosquito obey while you disobey. So let's see. He said, okay, we know where we are from. I know where I'm from. And he said, we are leaving Babylon and we are going to our father's land. Babylon, what is Babylon? Babylon is an example of Egypt. It's Babylon. Babylon is that city that poisons every city. It's the mother of all what? Whole, the Bible said. Right? He said, all the nations come and drink from my breast. It poisoned them. The milk is a poison. Immorality everywhere, spread. And a country come and say, okay, for example, when IMF was created, IMF, the IMF, International Monetary Fund, right? When it was created, right? Is to help upcoming countries, those countries that are in need, who need finance. They help them to finance projects and so on and so forth, right? But now, there is a country they call Uganda in Africa. And this country say, I need money for this project and this project. And they qualify for everything, good. But the International Monetary Fund now come and say, you know what, we are not giving you no money. Why are you not giving us money? What is the issue? What did we do? He said, because you signed the law that homosexuality is not allowed in our land. So for us to give you money, you need to say that homosexuality is allowed in the land. Can you imagine where the world is going? For us to give you money to develop to develop your land and everything, you need to sign a law saying that homosexuality is accepted. What a life! What is going on? And the president said, I'm not going to sign such a law, because in our land, a man does not live with a man. That's our own culture. You can do whatever you want to do in your own culture. And if you have some people like that here, you are welcome. I will put them in plane and take it to your own country. You can live with them in your own country, no problem. No, they don't want to give them the lobby. Come and take the plane and go and look and live with them. No, if you really love them so much, right? Because they call you is the human right, and I call you that is not a human right. That is the devil's right. That's not the right of a human being. That's the devil's right. So you cannot come and change it and use some fancy name to do what? To do nonsense. Okay. In each one of us, that is that story. That is just a song of Bob Marley. Now, inside the story of Passover. In each one of us, there is an Egypt and a Pharaoh. And in each one of us, we have Moshe and freedom. It's balance. And in us, we have the promised land. Right? And every point in time is an opportunity for Exodus, for another Exodus. Every point in life, every point in your life, there is an opportunity for you to escape. From what? From that thing that binds you down. From that thing that chains you down. From that thing that said you can never be better than who you are. The voice of Pharaoh is in your head. He's telling you, why do you want to become better? Why do you want to improve yourself? Do you think that you can be somebody that you are not? You are nobody, you are a slave, and you are my slave forever and ever. And I will bind you down forever and ever. You can do nothing. That voice is crying, is shouting in your head every day. So you say, okay, you know what? Oh, I can't do anything. But there's another voice. The voice of Moshe, telling you you can rise, you can stand, you can fight, you can fight. You are a fighter. You are not a quitter. You are a fighter. You are not a quitter. You can win and you can get your freedom. There's that voice. You decide. Remember, I told us, I was telling us here yesterday at the Shabbat. The Torah, what's the meaning of the word Torah? The word Torah meaning a guidance. Torah, everything about the Torah is an advice. An advice. That is it. You decide. God has given us what? A will. You choose from the left or the right. It's a choice. But remember, the one you choose, the consequence will come. That is 100%. People say, oh, the people of the East, they call it what? Karma. Right? Simple. Yeshua said, you cannot sow an orange and you want to go and reap a mango. That will never happen. Maybe in the world that we live now, it happens. Maybe, I don't know how they do it. Maybe they have a way to manipulate it. But for God, that will never happen. You sow exactly what you reap. That is it. So, don't allow that voice to pull you down. You decide. You can say, oh, I am no longer a slave. I will rise and I will fight and I will win. Egypt is anything that chains you down. It constrains you from growing and improving. Right? We tell you, no. It's enough. You see, we have the ladder of righteousness, right? He said, you know what? This ladder one, this one level is good for you. Just remain here forever and ever. You don't need to climb. When you are climbing, oh no. I'm not comfortable. As my son said, I can smell the bread. You see? I can smell it. Because you can smell what? The yeast is what you are smelling. Yeah. And immediately, that is the word of science. Immediately in your brain, a chemical is being released. You want to eat because you can smell it. The bread is good. The bread is good, but I'm giving another interpretation because of the yeast. The yeast is pride, is ego, is me, about me alone, not about anybody else. Me. But that. I'm not saying ego is not good. I'm not saying pride is not what to an extent, but not. Like you can kill, you don't care. That's not what I'm saying. Everything in the world is for me. The rest, let them die. I don't care. That is not what that is the idea that I am saying. Right. So this Egypt, this ego, this Pharaoh is always there at your back, pursuing after you, telling you you cannot succeed, telling you, oh, you are just a mere flesh, telling you you are just a human being with bone and blood. You will never succeed. But you can tell him today that, oh, you are making a mistake. For the Lord will put me upon his wings and I will fly. Remember, Israel cannot do it on his own. You are an Israelite. We are an Israelite. We cannot do it by ourselves. We need that supernatural power. We need just to be obedient, just to listen and do exactly what we are commanded. As sages tell us that during the plague of during the plague of the death of the Egyptians, the firstborns, Torah said that, for example, if 3 million Jews, if 3 million Israelites, if 3 million Hebrews left Egypt, around 7 times that died in Egypt. And that's how God covered it in the night. That was the teaching of our sages. Around 7 times that number died because they disobeyed. Because they are now assimilated to the Egyptian society. Right? Because, oh, Moshe is a garbage. He's talking nonsense. He doesn't understand what he's saying. How come me that now I have a chieftaincy title? Understand that? They call me Lord Isaac, you know. I'm now Graf, Graf or Graf Isaac, you know. I have this big, title, you know. Why should I come and listen to this rough guy that came from the desert? He doesn't even understand what he's talking about. God said, take a ram, a goat, a sheep. Just put the blood. It's just a simple instruction, nothing hard. You like to do, you like to don't do. And those people that refuse to do, they're all wiped out. They all died together with the Egyptians. And remember, there were Egyptians that obeyed Moshe because they saw that this is not ordinary human hand. This is the hand of God. You see, some of their friends said, they took this and they put it in their blood. And all those Egyptians that did that, they were saved. And they left together with the Israelites. All of them. They were saved. So what is God teaching us through this? God is saying, all life is mine. All human beings are my children. I don't care you are Israelite, you are not an Israelite. As far as you obey the Torah, you are my son. You are my daughter. Period. That is a simple instruction. If you say, I'm the son of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and you continue to commit sin, you will die like chicken and nothing will happen. Your blood of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob will not save you. That's the point. The Torah is what saves. It's simple. It's not hard. So, finally, let's see. Moshe is the what? Is the liberator. Moshe is the infinite force deep within you that is telling you you can rise. The Torah says a man falls 7 times, a man rise 7 times. But it did not finish there. Remember that a man falls 7 times, and a man with will, that has a will rise 7 times. But there are another man that falls but has no will to rise up. He will die than death. Because there is no will. Because that voice is oppressing him. That voice is telling him you can do nothing. You are a garbage, and you succumb to such a deceit. But when you have a will, you will surely rise. If there is no will, my friend, you are wasting your time. So, it is that impetus that an all-powerful drive to break out from that bondage. You have to have a will. It's not easy. It's not 1 plus 1 is 2. It takes a will. You have to fight. It is a fight. It's a battle. And this will transcend all things. It transcends everything that you can ever imagine. To connect with that which has no limit. For God is unlimited. This force helps you to connect with an unlimited force, an unlimited energy that can keep you rising. But the freedom and the promised land are not static. They are not elements that lies in wait. They are your own achievement, which you may create in any moment, in anything that you do, simply by breaking free from that thing that chains you down, that binds you. That is called the land of promise. Land of promise is that when you break off, you can create your own land of promise at any time. You can create your own land of promise at any moment. Once you break free from those shame, from those bondage, from those negative ideas that rampant in your head, that put you down, that pull you down, that want to make fun of you, you can tell that voice, get back from me. Just like what Yeshua said, get back. People think that, and the Satan came and started beginning to do what? You were discussing with Yeshua face to face. No, it was in his head. It's a thought that having in his head. Remember, he's a human being with flesh and blood. As a human being, he's balanced. There is a negative force and there's the positive force. You have to understand that. He's wrangling in his head, and he has to rebuke that voice. Say, enough! Back up! The will of God has to be done. It is an energy, it's a force. So you can do the same thing. You can tell that voice, back up, out. I don't want to hear you again. And he will obey you. Because you're telling enough is enough. It is a will. You decide. Okay? So, last Passover, you may not have yet begun to light a candle, or some other mitzvah still waits for you to fulfill it in full potential. This year, defy Pharaoh and light up your world with unlimited light. Last Passover, maybe you are still having some idea in your head, some negative idea. But I am encouraging you now, tell that voice to back off. Tell that voice to remove, to go and perish in some oceans, right? Just like what Yeshua said, I was talking last week. He said, go to the pigs, and the pig ran to the sea and perish and die. No, the same thing. You can command that voice, get out and go and perish. Now it's my time to light the unlimited light. You can light it and to continue to burn eternally. Because the force, the energy that you are connecting with is an unlimited energy. It does not end. It's eternal. So please, this is the idea that the Passover is talking about. It's talking about complete freedom from slavery. And don't think that, oh, you know, I'm in Canada, I'm not a slave. Some people are slaves in their mind. They're slave by their thought, by their negative thought. Right? And that is the most dangerous. It's not the physical shame. No, it's not. It's not about the physical shame. The most dangerous one is the one in the mind that disturbs you, that does not allow you to grow and lift and uplift yourself to the unlimited energy. So you can tell that voice, back off, and I'm okay. So finally, I go back to the song of Bob Marley. He said, "Open your eyes and look within. Are you satisfied with the life that you are living? We know where we are going. We know where we are from. We are leaving Babylon and we are going to our father's land." What is your father's land? We are moving to Canaan. We are moving to the Garden of Eden. That is our home. That's where we belong. He said, the Holy One, blessed be He, said, "Yah come to break down oppression, rule of equality, wipe away transgression, wipe away sin, wipe away iniquity, set the captive free." You see, the Lord has come to set you free, to set free the captive, those that are oppressed. Set them free. Let them go. You know, that's what the commandment said. He said, on the what? On the in the year of Jubilee, right? Everybody has to return back to his own. The land that you take, you need to return it back to the original what? Or the original owner. Everything that you are taking has to display everybody free. That is the essence. Total freedom. That you are free, and I can go back to my homeland, and the land of my forefather that I lost, I can regain it. And that is the idea of us returning back to Canaan, to returning back to the Garden of Eden. Remember, we lost Eden, and God said, "I'm going to bring you back. Return home, oh man." And remember another parable that Yeshua used the parable of the prodigal son. The prodigal son returned back home and was welcomed by his father. The Lord, our God, is there always with his hand open, welcoming us home, for us to come home. Our God is not pointing finger at you or at me. He's not telling us that you are bad, you are evil. No, He created you in His image. He loves you. He wants you to return home and come back and live a blessed life eternally. So that is the idea. Remember, no religion. Abraham has no religion. Isaac has no religion. Jacob has no religion. They have faith in God. Judaism is about faith. It's not religion. Anybody that leads you to religion, that is leading you to the other side. It's about faith. Having faith in God. Shabbat Shalom.